don't freak out when you see me.
Hash it out, that's all.
She's seen me.
We hash it out here. We hash it all out.
And birth up and stuff like
Sometimes we make Erica Jamaican, right? Sometimes we make Jamaican. It's fine, right?
Don't freak out.
Sometimes we cross
Get some rap. We gotta
make
wrap
it seem
everything
like
up.
a little bit of... I wouldn't say we look bad. We just sound exactly
rap and everything. She got it all tight. And then we got ourselves to the hospital.
But,
crisis.
Baron made a great point about all of that. I mean, what are you saying about Charlie?
If that situation had occurred,
various examples of Charlie being like, he would stay to it. He'd be like, listen, at this age, you have this percentage of getting married, you go past this age.
There's no way. By the time I got to my
kids,
house,
he was all focused
5 miles
on
away,
women,
60 miles an hour.
I mean, even to the point where Anna Kasparian,
5 minutes.
sitting down with Candace,
By the time
was
I
like,
got
I
to
had
my
a
house,
conversation with
I
Charlie.
was feeling lightheaded.
And he said, because I don't have kids, I have no stake in the
It
country.
was a
He was like pissed about that.
amount of blood loss. If that car had shut me off, let's say as I was pulling out of the driveway, refused to start, or as I was pulling out of that area, if it had shut me off, there was nobody around to find me. I would have
spouting out their opinions. They're terrible. One of them wants war all the time. The other one's just very annoying.
In all of this,
they're the examples.
It's an aspect I don't see
but I'm sure
anybody
there's
talking
many people
about
out
when
there,
it comes to
kids,
these
love the country, etc., etc. But I mean,
we need to put a stop to this.
Those two, I should say, when I say it's very, they are very odd people. You know, I know they're not all like that. Or yours not all like that. For those of you that don't have kids,
to save yourself or to save somebody else. And you're never going to be in this situation.
They're fantastic. If you're young,
it's just business as usual.
All right, I guess I agree with the public persona of Charlie.
You're driving fast. You're driving.
The private persona of Charlie is a little different. I think we differ.
You know, you're doing whatever it is you have to do to alleviate this emergency situation.
I think I agree with you. What Charlie would say in public, not what he would say in private. Apparently, according to him, that.
Under these conditions.
Very wild stuff. So I don't know what's going to happen when Candace comes out with this whole thing.
Could be a death sentence. So this is an aspect
Candace said
of this
she's
whole
dropping a
situation.
3-hour video on her website today. Hell no, she didn't say that. Where did she say that? Hold on a second. She didn't say that. When did she say that?
Clearly the lawmakers who are incompetent and...
Did she say it on her website or she said it on X?
The lawmakers are oblivious to this. The manufacturers
Prove your
along with us are oblivious. We need to form some sort of grassroots rebellion against this technology. And again, I have nothing against things that keep people off the road. You want to put a
3-hour video of Charlie?
Every car?
Oh,
fine, I'll go with that.
Oh my goodness.
To have the car shut itself off because the driver is acting
I won't be able to
identifiers showing that they're not in a normal state.
Just move on. You're banned? Oh gosh, that happened so quick.
A situation like where somebody's getting
you guys wish I had mods. Mods would be easier.
You think they're just going to sit there calmly and somebody's
I'm not talking to them.
and
You tell me I should. We're all having a good time. We need to go.
The adrenaline's going to go crazy. The fight or flight response.
I don't know. I can't see anything that she's saying here about any type of show or anything like that.
There is so many situations
look out for it.
where
Thank you for that update, everybody. Thank you so much for that update. But we'll see what she actually does. If she drops this video, and this video gets analyzed, it's going to be from her website, so you actually won't be able to post it. Maybe you will, maybe she won't care, maybe that's what she wants to do, open source thing. But I'll definitely go through it all. I'm sure those of you that will have access to the website will go through it as well. I'm sure that some of you who are on the fence about getting access to that website will be exactly like me. They're going to jump on that opportunity ASAP so you can go through that video. I just want to see if he actually said it or if it was actually a joke. That's what I want to know. That's my thing.
If you're not exactly
but anyway, I know it seems crazy to move on from that.
Having a happy normal day. Let's go for a ride.
You
can't allow this type
just
of...
know.
It's not even government overreach.
Like I said, she didn't even say this. She didn't say this
because
of what we were all focusing on. She said it just to put Alex Clark in That was it. That was it. She was just like, I'm just gonna put this lowly, weird lady whose husband is gay, apparently, according to a bunch of people. She's like, I'm just gonna put this lady in check. In fact, I'll go to that story right now. I gotta go to that story right now. I'll move on to that story because that's what ended up happening. She went after Candace. She said, how did you
this is something you need to consider. This is something that you need to pass on.
When it's Candace, all the pleasantries, all the humanity, all the decency is out the window. You're allowed to do that. Right? You're allowed to attack her. You're allowed to scream at her. You're allowed to call her, see you next Tuesday. You're allowed to do all the things that you see here. And Alex and this Alex, both Alexes do. You're always allowed to do that when it comes to Candace.
Stop.
Tag me on X.
Every step of the way, every mile, everything you do can be tracked through these transmitters. Right now, there are people finding ways and
19 seconds ago,
eliminated from the cars, which is great.
Oh my gosh, you're
That's
right.
something that
How did I not catch this?
Listen up, class.
I don't even have it bookmarked. Wow. Oh, she put it right under. Oh man. Okay, so there it is. Since Team Alex Cooper is about the pursuit of truth, and her budget COO accomplice Marina Minas is backing up her lies, surely they won't mind me putting up Charlie's entire 3-hour Aspen video on my website tomorrow. Wow, you won't threaten lawsuits, right?
Don't get tired doing those dabs.
Wouldn't it be good for the world to hear Charlie in his own words for hours saying what he wanted for the organization, so we don't have to further suffer this bootleg, failing, effeminate, knockoff relic, which seems to lie about literally everything he desired for no reason? Let the world hear Charlie in his own words.
Why does it run out of its
Personally,
sound?
I found it weird how he only mentions Erica as being involved in the Faith Division, the most observable, corrupt, and ironically soulless division of the entire world.
What's the truth about your Rob Shaw? Shaw was appointed
Figure it out and let me know.
mega millionaire in Illinois.
So Erica didn't even say anything.
To do it.
Oddly, there was no mention of her capability to run the entire company, or even a remote shout-out of her as a member of the executive team. But what say you, girl bosses? Let's drop the entire video and let the world settle the score. This is weird. This is gonna be nuts. This is getting out of control. So basically, Candace probably has a message from Charlie saying, if anything happens to me, look into these people. And she's just not telling us. That's basically what's happening. Okay? I'm spoiling it for you. At the end, she's just gonna be like, Charlie gave me this message, gave me this video, everybody hands behind your back, I'm running for president. You know? Hopefully, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens in this whole thing. It's very interesting. Very, very interesting. Man. Wow. Okay. So, look out for that. But anyways, like I said, let's go to the important stuff. Alex's husband is gay, apparently. I don't know how this happened. I don't know why everybody got so petty with this Alex girl. I guess it's because she said, how does Putin taste? Nobody liked that. Everybody got real upset. And then everybody just started talking about her husband being gay. Oh, I love when everybody gets immature. Oh, I love it. How did Putin taste? This is the new Turning Point USA, everybody. Woke feminists speaking like hookers while claiming to represent conservatism. For the love of Charlie, please rename this godforsaken organization. Imagine this is your fiance discussing how Vladimir Putin tastes on the internet. Absolute trash. I mean, I am just in awe. And then all of a sudden it just started happening. Boom. Everyone's saying Everyone's saying Alex Clark's fiance is gay because of a video of him speaking very obviously gay voice. But real ones knew as soon as they saw the Chelsea boots he was wearing in their engagement photos. Again, this is like one of those things that just women pick up on first, you know? The guys out there, do you even know what a Chelsea boot is? I don't even know what that is. I have no clue. I couldn't even draw you one if I needed to. Life depended on it. Couldn't do it. Have no idea what that is. Don't even know what Chelsea is. Is it a company? One person says, I love Chelsea boots. I have no idea. I have no idea. I have no clue what they are. I know shoes and I know what color I like. That's it. That's all I know. You know? All I heard was boot. Yeah, Chelsea. Who's Chelsea? What's her name? What's she look like? I've never seen her before. So then somebody said, please tell me this isn't true. Right? This is Elizabeth Mooney. You ever check her out? She's crazy online. Absolutely crazy. Someone said, don't blame Black Beth Dutton says, don't mind me, I'm just jealous. And this is a picture of Alex, and they're celebrating their engagement. And then people in this stuff. I mean, check it out. Just check it out. Just listen.
Oftentimes people come
Let the app play for Coach. Check out. On to the next show. And you took it on me.
NBC now joining Decision Desk in confirming Karen Bass and Nithya Ram. Now, some have argued that elections are done, they're just popularity contests, but this is illicit. This is, by any stretch of the imagination. If you go, actually, we just have a little talk show, but I think that was most likely the single most devastating blow to John Cornyn, the end of John Cornyn's career. I think I could make a good argument that you unearthing that video, and if you wouldn't mind grabbing it, ALX, because I think it did tens of millions of views on your page, hundreds of thousands of likes, and you exposed what John Cornyn truly believes, which is that we should be rewarding people who come here and break our laws and replacing the native populations of Texas. That's devastating. That ended his career. That's how unpopular this is.
Yeah, we found it, Benny, from, I did massive opposition research campaign, just unearthing video after video from him supporting the vaccines, to H-1Bs, to amnesty for illegal aliens, and then we found this video that was kind of set to private, where you could still find it, but only if you had the link. And so we showed it on social media, and within about 3 hours, it had disappeared from YouTube. And then within another 48 hours, it was back up, but only again if you had the link. So clearly, he was no longer proud of his pro-amnesty background and his pandering to illegal alien communities in order to gain votes. And actually, I want to thank Congressman Brandon Gill, because he bucked the establishment, he bucked the system. We need more Congressman Brandon Gills in Texas and across the country, and he was one of the first people to actually support Ken Paxton.
You know, it's interesting because there is a through line about the protection of Western civilization and our once peaceful societies, and the order that is required in order to do that. The Save America Act is about that order. Yes. This has become, of course, the rallying cry for our entire base. Mass deportations was one at the convention in 2024. I know you were there, and you saw the signs, and you did the chants with me. Dude, like, the real crux of the issue is
Can illegals vote in our election and steal our voice from us? That's it. I mean, that's become the test. And why are our leaders failing that test?
Well, you know, Benny,
Harris Farmers Union helps you nurture the natural world. We have all the best-known pet foods for your dog and cat, including Entrust.
illegal aliens were in our country by the tens of millions. We knew that they were on the voter rolls. We knew that some of them were voting, but we couldn't prove it. And so for so long, we looked conspiratorial and we had no evidence. And I really have to thank not only DHS Secretary Mark Wayne Mullen, but also former Secretary Nome. We wouldn't have the proof we have today if it weren't for the Department of Homeland Security worst of the worst website. What we did is these people are people that have committed heinous crimes against women, against children. I mean, these are sexual assaults. These are rape revelations that they have done. And so what I thought is, wait a second, what if I take this worst of the worst list, filter it via Pennsylvania, and try to find them on the Pennsylvania voter rolls? One after one, we are finding literal, criminal, heinous, illegal aliens that are not only on the voter rolls, but have voted in our elections. And I promise you, Benny, and everybody that's watching right now, we're not just limiting this to the scope of finding this evidence, but I'm alerting Department of Homeland Security. I'm bringing this to the DOJ, and God bless Harvey Dillon with the Assistant Attorney General Civil Rights Division. And we're even bringing these investigative processes to the U.S. District Attorneys so they can indict and they can prosecute.
So you are doing the work that the federal government should be doing in a orderly society to prevent criminal aliens, the real, but also like criminal aliens, not only somebody who broke our laws to come here, but also committed crimes when they're here, from voting?
Yes.
Like, how does this fall to you, Scott?
Well, how does it fall to Nick Shirley to expose Somali fraud in Minnesota? How does it fall to people like you to give me a platform? Well, really what I want people to take away is if you are recognizing a grave injustice in society, please note that at our very core and principle of being a conservative means don't wait for the government to give you permission to take action. You right now at home, you have the authority, you have the agency, you have the capability to manifest your own destiny right now. And if the government is not going to be our problem solver, then it is incumbent upon you to be the solution maker.
So, what about the election in California? We spent an entire day yesterday. We did a 2-hour and 30-minute show yesterday, just speaking to lawyers and election officials, but nobody hits the bricks like you, Scott. What's going on there?
We are watching in real time, Benny, an election stolen from the people of Los Angeles, stolen from the people of California. And you know what's even more insidious? As I was watching your monologue leading into my segment with you, I just found myself realizing how insidious is it that the world that watched as Karen Bass was in Ghana posing for pictures as her city burned to the ground. What's happening right now, Benny? The woman responsible from a dereliction of duty and feckless leadership that led to the Palisade fire disaster is being rewarded. She is being rewarded from our system lacking election security, that she is the top vote getter as it stands, and she may very well win re-election. That tells the world Democrat politicians in America can be so bad that they burn down cities, kill their own citizens, allow for homelessness, taking care of illegal alien populations, allowing for beetles to plague our streets, and those very people will be rewarded with power. What does that tell the world?
It tells them that it's a failed state. I mean, the takeaway, I got the LA Times reaching out to me this morning and a bunch of other news sites, left-wing news sites doing the same thing. They're pulling the same op they do every single time. Show us the evidence. Show us the evidence. I can show you the evidence. It's empirical. Your systems are broken. You have a system designed for fraud. You have a system designed to deliver a specific result to a specific candidate and be untraceable. You've broken your systems, so that's the fraud. This is when the State Department doesn't acknowledge or says there's a rigged election in some third world hellhole. They don't go through and show a bunch of ballots and say, we didn't signature verify this person, right? We're the State Department. They don't go through and show a bunch of unmarked ballots. The State Department says that the elections were rigged because of the faulty systems in that country. The election breakdown, we don't believe the results that Kim Jong-un got 99% of the vote because there was a guy with a gun standing inside the polling center. And this is the equivalent of the LA Times being like, well, Saddam Hussein got 99% of the vote. He's very successful. He's doing great. The systems are broken, and so they always do that. They always run the same thing. Where's your evidence? Where's your evidence? Instead of going out and finding it themselves, which is, I guess, what you and I are here to do. So James O'Keefe has footage of them paying homeless people to vote. There have been the people who did that pled guilty to it. How, Scott, nobody knows better how to register people to vote and the various laws all across the states. How do Democrats rig elections in California?
On many voter registration applications, assumedly I haven't looked at California recently, so pardon me, there's even a space where it asks for your driver's license or social security number. If you don't have either, it has a third box that says, I do not have a driver's license or social security number. And people can still get registered without having either identification on their paperwork. And what's more is, although on many forms you do have to put whether or not you're a United States citizen, we have found, even in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, people are just checking a box, and here we have found literal illegal aliens, non-citizens, registered to vote in places like the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. And one tidbit that nobody has really talked about on a large scale, if you look at I do believe it's the Los Angeles County Recorder website, there's a form, Benny, called the Voter Registration Cancellation Form. Here's how nefarious California elections are. Get this. In order to be removed from the voter rolls, they don't just strike people off the voter rolls because of the NVRA, the National Voter Rights Act. You have to request written paper, sign it, and turn in a form to your county recorder to get your name taken off the voter rolls. Now, here's where it's so bad. On the LA form, Betty, under reason for why you're canceling your form, I promise you, fact check me, it says literally non-citizen as a reason on the form. The Los Angeles County Recorder themselves are explaining that they have illegal aliens. Thank you. Fact check me. Non-citizen, breaking news right here, LA County Recorder. Non-citizen.
Scott, you always have an uplifting message, no matter what kind of show we're doing. You've been coming on the program for years in really dark times, in times where it seems like all is lost. Right, they're raiding Donald Trump. They're trying to put everyone in jail. What is your uplifting message about the California election? What can Californians do? There are 5 million Republicans in California that are being disenfranchised. I think it's a civil rights issue, quite frankly. But
it is.
What can Californians do? I know there's a voter ID proposition
on the ballot. What more?
This is very important. So, the Department of Homeland Security, they have something called the SAVE database. The reason why the Save America Act is called that is it's not just Safeguard American Voter Safeguard American Voter Elections, but it's the SAVE database, which is the Systematic Alien Verification for Entitlements. That database, what it does is every person that's registered to vote, it takes their lawful social security number and puts it next to the voter database and will tell you if people are actually lawful American eligible voters. Now, if you're in a Democrat state with a Democrat California governor and attorney general or secretary of state that will not implement the SAVE database, did you know that your local county recorder can contact DHS and implement the SAVE database without the authority or agency of the Secretary of State or the California governor? I'm going to put this on every person's heart that's listening in all 50 states. If you're in a blue state, I want you to reach out to your county reporter, especially if you're in a Republican county like Orange County. Imagine if we got the SAVE database instituted in a place like Orange, where, by the way, Michelle Steele, Benny, lost her election by fewer than 600 votes. You, the person watching right now, can be that citizen journalist helping to get election security, bypassing your horrible government at the state level, and make sure that we have election security, as you are also getting people out to vote for Steve Hilton, our Republican gubernatorial candidate this November, and as you are getting people to vote for the voter ID initiative this November in California. And last thing, because I do want to say a word of thanks. I know I'm talking forever. Thank you to every single person that voted to defeat Senator Cassidy in Louisiana. Thank you to every single person that voted to elect Attorney General Ken Paxton as a Republican nominee, defeating John Cornyn. And last, thank you to every person that helped in Indiana with the defeating of the Republican state legislators, because those elections, those wins that we are racking up with the congressional gerrymandering Democrat scams that we are defeating all over the country, I am optimistic that we can win this November. I am.
I love hearing that. I never regret just turning the keys over to Scott to give a monologue to uplift people and point everyone in the right direction. Scott, we'll be in California later this month. I'll text you afterwards. I really hope you can join us. It'd be fun to do like a rally for voter ID. It'd be fun to take some of this energy that everybody has, on this pent-up angry energy, and maybe like go do something good in the state of California. It's something I've been wanting to do for a long time. I'll text you about it. Hopefully we can put it together at the end of this month. Okay.
Let's do it, and I will see you at the Texas State Convention where you are emceeing, and congratulations on that big get-up as well.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I'm not going to wear a cowboy hat this time. That's in my contract. There's no contract. But like, they just text me. I'm like, yeah, totally. That sounds awesome. Sounds like a great time. But last time I was in Texas, I wore a cowboy hat. I felt like cultural appropriation, Scott. You know, it felt like I was stealing something. And so, everybody follow Scott, the man who prevents Democrats from stealing election. Probably our greatest secret weapon on the movement to keep America free. He's the great Scott Pressler. Support him. Follow him. Godspeed, Scott. I'll see you soon.
May I do a quick plug, Benny?
Please.
I am now an author as of today. And here you have Donald J. Trump with me.
Can we go big on this? Can we put Scott full screen here?
In the Oval Office. I'm now an author with The Persistence, available on Amazon. And the last line of the book, Benny, I started off
Do we have the Amazon link here so we can put it up on screen?
Thank you.
I'm sure we can grab it quickly. There it is.
That's
fast, boys.
The last line is, I started off as a dog walker, and I ended up in the White House. And I want people to know that through hard work, through sheer dedication, and dare I say persistence, that you can go from the doghouse to the White House. And I want people to know the power of one.
That's amazing. Well done, Scott. God bless you, man. I'll see you this week. I'm excited about it. Everybody buy Scott's book,
if it's not already, we're putting the Amazon link in the description of the show. Yeah, Scott's book today. What a great shot, man! What a great book cover. That's the alpha shot right there. And man, I think you're taller than both of them. So there you go. Definitely have better hair than JD. I'm not sure about Tron. We'll poll the audience. Thank you, Scott. Godspeed.
Thanks, Benny. Bye.
Sorry for running these.
Every single day, cause I love my occupation. I'm on vacation every single day, every single day.
Do not listen to that. Thank you, man. I know how it feels.
It's the course of today and tomorrow. I'm very happy to take some questions at this point. Thank you. I'm aware of speculation in relation to the suspect's immigration status. This morning I've been talking to colleagues from the Home Office whose role it is to manage the immigration status of individuals. I can confirm my understanding is that the individual was given leave to remain in Northern Ireland, but I know that colleagues in the Home Office will be confirming the exact details of the status over the coming days, so you'll hear more over the coming hours. You'll hear more from them this afternoon, I hope.
Those here from the video circulating, the officers arrived on the scene fairly quickly. What have you been able to establish a timeline of events? Was this a sudden random attack, or were there indications that there was any sort of interactions that led up to it, or was there any reports of disturbances before it?
Well, we're at the very early stages of our investigation, so I don't want to speculate, nor do I want other people speculating as to what led up to this horrific incident, but I can confirm that our officers were on the scene quickly after the members of the public intervened to provide first aid and make that arrest. Over the course of the coming hours, as we move through our investigation, we will start to learn more as to what motivated the offence, but at this stage I don't want to give any further information around that.
In terms of the suspects, the area where they...
Yes, our understanding is the suspect lived close by to where the incident took place. Well, at this stage, again, very early in the investigation, that clearly will be an important line of inquiry for us as we move forward over the next number of hours as we take it through. But at this stage, again, I don't want to speculate. Please let's at the
we are so patient. The mind is so used to. We're so used to the kind of chaos, but it's been normalized that it's just life. But this starts with something and is supported by something, and I'm saying, just don't log into what's going on there and detach from that, and just be empty. Stay empty. But the old no image of emptiness, just be empty. Whatever comes, let it come. Maybe there may be a sense of a movement of interest towards that, but any interest towards that is also observed in the unmoving. Just a few moments we do. Very good? Yeah, okay. When you hear this, if you hear this sound, if I do this, it just means don't drift, stay empty. Simple thing. Okay. Thank you. Oh. So only this, you are here. Don't attach any shapes around the simple, natural sense of here-ness. Empty. It is already so. Whatever is true here, it is already so. We don't have to construct. You simply be aware of the tendency to entertain the movements of the mind. Now you disregard. You're aware, not sleeping, and there's nothing to imagine. There's nothing to imagine. And watch the feeling, because when we are guided in such a simple way, some irritations, some feelings will come. It is okay. Restlessness, if that comes, don't fight restlessness. Just recognize it is only a sensation, a movement. It is not the witness. If there is actually no witness, there's only a witnessing. If I tell you don't identify with anything, you may start to feel a kind of sleepiness coming. Just be aware of that. It's a subtle form of resistance. It's as though the mind is being told something. I say, no. Any sensation, stay only this conscious presence, no shape. We're not going anywhere. We're not running from anything. One of the earliest reaction is a sense to feel sleepy. It's a hoax. Be aware of this. Learn just to be. To be is not an action. It's not reaction. Like a vast empty space. Space of unmoving awareness. Don't be waiting on my words now. You are already here. When I say you, I have no shape of you, apart from presence. Only conscious. Don't drift. This is not about doing something wrong or right or being good. Just stay in this space, beyond shape. Yes. If you notice or experience more agitation from the mind, good. It's not you. Avoid to get pulled into the mind stream. It's as though it wants your attention. But you're not this. Only aware, stay only aware. Whatever come, let it come. Don't wait for it to go. That is not the point. Stay only as the awareness. The mind habit is full of resistance. We live with this force of resistance. But now I ask you only to be aware. But don't feed it. It's only impermanence dancing. Even trying to stay still is also a movement of the mind. Notice this. Don't drift. Resist this feeling to sleep. Conquer it. You may feel a sense like of yawning may come. This is good. It's a relieving of tensions. They will happen naturally. But don't make any judgments. You're not trying to be something. You're also not trying to be nothing. Awareness is like space, conscious space. How wonderful that you're doing this. And yet, you're doing nothing. Take no shape. Hold on to nothing. You cannot be lost. There is nothing to solve or dissolve. Practice only to be this awareness. Be aware of being aware. Mind will take many shapes. To stir up your attention. But you are not a person. As awareness, you have no history or shape. Nor species. Nor form. Be conscious of the pull towards sleep. Okay, relax. Take 3 deep breaths for me, slow and deep. Same for express. Deep, full, slow. Okay. We're going in again. You up for it? You want to break? Okay, just a few minutes. I'm not going to set clock. I'll just watch with you. Same thing. Same. Okay, here goes. Boom. Stay shapeless. Any fight, any resistance comes only from the mind, not from heart. Don't fight. Simply remain as this formless space of being. Be without interest. If resistance comes, it's only because of lack of practice like that. Unruly mind, it's okay. Don't fight. Stay only as awareness. Awareness is not fighting the mind. Now, presently, there's some struggle because of force of habit. But this is only movement. You're aware of this movement, but don't get trapped in any movement. Only be aware. The power of this you will soon see. Any sense of discomfort or all the itching mind, it's not what you are. Mind will come also in the form of sleep or a sense of irritability. Simply notice this. Do not try to change the mind. Conscious detachment. Be nothing. Feel any pull of sleep or distractedness as a form of only resistance. Give it no power. Do not have a shape of stillness in your mind. There is no image of stillness. Ego mind wants you to give up. Let's get back to business or busyness. But you're doing something that's rare. You're transcending the influence of the psychological identity. Here you have no name, no category. Pure, unborn, imperishable consciousness. As you abide in this, you'll experience that the mind is losing the power to destruct. You are not a memory. Nor are you bound by time. Formless, imageless. Imagination is not necessary. Imaginings are already late. Here you are, strengthening, returning to your contemplative nature. You're beyond opinions. Do not imagine anything. It's not necessary. Watch the sense of drifting. It's only a sensation. Very good. Notice that for awareness, nothing's changed. No movement. It is not fighting the mind. Stay with this exercise. And these irritations will fall away. Do not try to use the mind to control the mind. Abide only as the awareness. You're well capable also. Otherwise, even this would not be possible. Persist. Thank you. All states come and go. Notice awareness itself unmoving. For those those who are present who are not used to this, we simply exercise the most beautiful, profoundly impactful exercise in introducing or pulling us out of the chaos of the mental noise of personhood into the purity of being, and have the attitude of leaving everything and to keep the attention only in the sense, the natural sense that you exist, that you are here. No shape to that, just here, the sense of here-ness, and to make a conscious choice not to engage or to be pulled into your mind stream. To just be aware of it, don't fight it, but stay empty consciously. We start with that. I'll give some guidance along the way. If you hear the sound, it's just, it means all just what I've said. Drop everything. Stay empty. Thank you. Do 7 more minutes. Om. Om. Now all the conversations, questions and answers are finished. Leave all that. Don't be holding on to anything now. The natural sense of being is not a thought process. The natural sense of being. Stay here. Conscious. The mind energy will come, of course, but don't engage with that. That's a key to not be pulled into the mind stream. Don't log into its energy. Be aware of it, but be aware that you are aware. That's it. Stay with this. Oh. From the mind will suggest certain images or thoughts. Don't get, you must will that to stay only empty. Like an empty room in which things come and go, but the room is not disturbed. Om. Clear. For some of you, images will come. Don't fight. Stay like empty screen. Images may come from mind, sound, thought, but let them move by themselves. You are the awareness, edgeless, formless presence. You may feel the feeling to go to sleep, but it's not a true sleep. It's a kind of avoidance from mind, so reject that. Try to stay only empty, but conscious. Choose this. There are no images of being. So even if I say like clear space, mind will want to give a subtle image of space. Beingness is natural for you. Remain empty. Do not be attracted to either pleasure or pain. No shape, only awareness. Feel the mind. Do not engage. Clear. Do not go into any state. Stateless awareness. Even if pleasant sensations or pictures come, reject them. No memories. No desires. Only aware. For some it may feel very difficult to do this, but grace is with you today, supporting this. This bringing mind back to its source. No journeys, no strategies, only stay awake, aware. No pictures, no scenarios. minutes now. Same. Okay. Good. Boom. Be strict with your exercise. Full power. Empty. Clear. Empty. Clear. Formless. Very strict about the mind field. Only empty. Conscious. No cheating. Clear. If there's any tension in the body, be aware of it, but don't attend. Stay only. Formless, limitless awareness. Unchanging. The purpose here is not merely to enjoy, but to remain clear. All states come and go. Notice awareness itself, unmoving. Movements are coming from mind, body. That's okay. Notice the awareness is not affected. Awareness is not sleepy or asleep. Beyond even awake. Awareness cannot be seen. Even the act of seeing is seen here. Awareness has no form. It is without intention. Natural. Reality. Core being. Free from imagination. Indescribable. Impersonal. final session today, 7 minutes, open eyes. Oh. Eyes open, empty seeing. Seeing, being one. Now, as you can see, it is not an exercise in how quiet we can be, but self-aware, non-dual self-awareness. By honoring this exercise, you will come to see that the images or thoughts that come in the field cannot eclipse awareness. A dance of momentariness in the unchanging and limitless field of being. Even beyond being. Imagination not required. Even the sense of being arises in this. So, in this exercise, you recede back into original nature. Then you will see also the impact of this, the fruit of this, as you move, integrated awareness. With continued practice, the divisions between mind, being, and pure awareness, there will be no such shapes. All one. content. The very source of dynamic life. Imageless. Transcend the state of sleepiness. Indescribable. Beyond personality and personality.
Right, and so who would be responsible for firing and getting rid of the AOCs and their behaviors? The slugs, fucking kids, the dirty business people. Who would be responsible for doing that? Right, and then when the people who are responsible for doing the firing get attacked, like, how could you do that? Well, I guess you just don't understand, do you? We'll keep on trucking.
Cool.
We're deciding what to make. We're definitely going to have some cake.